So, birth order. In my whānau, I'm the middle child, number 3 of 5. So I clearly think being the middle child's the best, but that's a bit biased. I do see advantages with being a middle child because I think the eldest child learns very well how to tell everyone what to do, and the youngest child learns very well how to be told to do what to do by everybody. But the middle child gets sort of double the relationship skills because we have to know how to deal with that authority, but we also have to know how to nurture and look after and delegate. So I think that's probably why you get lots of middle children working in helping professions that involve interacting with other humans like nursing and teaching and that sort of stuff. But when you look at the research, it tends to be that the eldest child is the one that gets the advantages. That's partly because of the way we measure research. We measure things that are measurable, like qualifications and money. We're not really measuring how happy they are, how much fun they are at a party, those sorts of things. So when you hear about the middle child having a complex, and like the pōtiki, the youngest in the whānau, being the nāk in the family, that's psychological research. I find in my family it is completely true because my younger sister was a nāk and I do have a complex, but what I'm trying to get you to understand is that in neuroscience and the research, that's different from psychological research. So in neuroscience, they don't have middle child or youngest child because they're just dealing with numbers, not psychology or temperament. So in numbers-wise, there is really no difference in how qualified and how much money when they're 32. There's no difference between children 2, 3 and 4. Your second child, your third child, your fourth child. When you look across 1,000 people. Statistically, there's no difference. The big leap is between how much the first child's earning, who's normally quite significantly more than all the next 3. On the next lot of children. So what that means in plain sense is that in the research in neuroscience there's only really 2 birth orders. You're either the matamua, the eldest child, or you're the not eldest child. Because second, third, fourth all get pretty much the same results as the first one that get different results. So just be aware that there's also some negative stuff with eldest children. They might achieve more and earn more money, but they seem to have a slightly higher rate of suicide too. So don't look at it too overly simplistically. I don't want you to get the message that the eldest child is the best. I'm sure if you're the eldest child, I want to take on that message. But it really just means you're earning the most money and being the highest qualified, not necessarily the happiest. And we can get those advantages for our younger children too by trying to give them some of the advantages that the eldest child got. So for instance, not that we often get to plan birth order or the gap between our children. We sometimes just find out, oh, we're having another baby. But say if you were planning that, then a 5-year age gap where one child's gone to school and now the next child's going to get 6 hours a day of having one-on-one just like your first child got without having to, the normal age gap's 2 years. So normally the second child, if there's a 2-year-old running around that's taking all mum's attention. If there's a 5-year age gap, then you're able to give 5-6 hours a day of one-on-one attention. It's not the same as your first child because they got 24 hours a day not having to share. But if there's a 5-year age gap, you'll start to get some of the benefits that the first child got with the second child in that 5 hours a day. So whether they're first, second, third or 18th, everyone has their own thing to contribute to the whānau. So everyone's valuable. Everyone's got a place. Kia ora koutou.